There you are, Speedy Tempo. I was looking for you.
Hey there, Ice Gaze.
Are you going to Sky's place?
Yep. What are you?
You mean, who am I? I am the character Star Butterfly, a princess from another dimension.
I'm just a vampire bat pony. Pretty cliche, I know.
Hey, Speedy! Ice! Wait for me!
Hey, Misty. I can guess that you are a witch.
Yep. Hey, where's Evernote?
She should be joining us any minute now. She's a little late because she's getting her costume ready. She says it's her best one yet.
Oh, then I can't wait to see it. She always has the best costumes.
Hey guys, how do you like my costume? What?
I was gonna be Star first!
You said that you were gonna be Dipper!
Oh, yeah.
Come on, girl, stop fighting. You both make very nice star butterflies.
Yeah, but who makes the best?
Yeah, Speedy. Who do you think deserves the costume?
Guys, stop pressuring him. Remember last Heartswarming? He had to go home early because of all the elves and the gingerbread pony spooked him.
Hey! Elves are not a force to be reckoned with, and do not belong on something as innocent as cookies.
Ugh, whatever, Speedy.
Leave him alone, guys. We are all afraid of something, and elves are not his worst fear.
Yeah, I guess we all have fears. But come on! I can see your house! I'll race you guys to the doorstep!
You think she's home?
She should be. Knock again.
The door is locked.
Hello? Any pony home?
Arg! Welcome to me home, ladies! Prepare to be terrified! GORE! Prepare for your booty to be stolen by me. I got nothing.
Is that the reason we came here? Can we go to the corn maze or the festival now?
No, of course not. We're here to tell scary stories. Come on.
So, are we just gonna sit around a fire pit and sing campfire songs all Nightmare Night?
Hey, it's better than last year when she nearly burned her house down while trying to cook candy corn in the microwave.
I put it out.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You did it with my dress.
And why were you cooking candy corn in the microwave?
And why would you even use a microwave while doing a haunted house for all of Ponyville?
I was dressed up as a mad scientist. I had to experiment.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can't do
that
that.
makes sense.
Now come, sit around the campfire. We will each tell our own Nightmare Night scary stories. And we'll tell these stories before they reach into the back of our minds to find the most terrifying things you can think of. It only makes sense that you tell them when you think of scary stories. I will let one of you go first.
How are we gonna decide?
We could flip a bit.
But there are 5 of us.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh! Let's play Earth, Unicorn, Pegasus!
What's Earth, Unicorn, or Pegasus?
Earth, Unicorn, Pegasus,
Whoa!
shoot!
This is uncomfortable.
Ha! Earth beats Pegasus!
Darn!
Ugh.
Okay, this is a tale I heard from my grandma when I was a filly. It is something that still haunts her at night. It is called The Scary Old Mare. This is the story of a pretty normal stallion. He had great friends, studied at Celestia School for Gifted Unicorns, everything was okie dokie Loki. Until one summer after a hike with some friends, the stallion ended up breaking a leg and got his back messed up. The doctor got him in cast and had him stay at home and rest for a whole month. Since then, day after day, day and night he was at home, and soon he was going crazy out of boredom. Then again, who wouldn't? And then one day, the doorbell rang. He opened the door without hesitation. Behind it was an old mare that the guy had never met. She asked for a glass of water. Not wanting to be rude, he went and got her water, only to come back to see the old mare gone. Rude much. A little miffed by how rude she was, he went about his business, soon napping on his couch during an episode of Dr. Hoops. He dreamed about the old mare. She was in his apartment and was standing in the hall. Her eyes were bulging and staring right at him. She opened her mouth and began to mumble something, slowly approaching him, her gray mane falling off right before his eyes. At this point, he was standing in the doorway of the room and felt the approach of something terrible with her every step. With a scream of fear, he slammed the door shut. He soon woke up to a stabbing pain in his leg and back. With a moan of pain, he somehow got to the bathroom to wash up. As he did, he looked up in the mirror on the cabinet and saw the old mare standing behind him. She was looking right at him and pulled her dirty, bloody hooves towards him. Her face was pale, mouth open, yellow fangs in her mouth and some slime leaking. Her empty eyes were bulging out, looking like they'd burst at any moment. He screamed and turned around, but no pony was there. The clock showed that it was 3 a.m. He ended up turning on every light in the house and sitting on his bed with a frying pan at ready until Celestia raised the sun. In the morning, he called a friend and invited him to sleep over at his place. He agreed. Half an hour later, the friend was over. The stallion instantly told him what happened. The friend explained it by saying that the stallion spent all the time at home alone, locked up, and it was pressuring him. Once Luna raised the moon, he dozed off and the friend lay asleep on the floor beside him. That night, he had the same dream. The hall, and at the end of the hall was the old mare. She was closer than yesterday and was about to grab him. And suddenly, to the stallion's surprise, she swam past him into the room and she grabbed his friend, her fangs digging deep into the friend's body. He was trying to help him, but he couldn't. He was paralyzed. He woke up with a scream. He immediately started trying to wake up his friend, but couldn't. He flipped his friend over to see his face paralyzed. Medical ponies arrived and said the friend was dead because of internal bleeding. After that night, the stallion never had that nightmare again. But his life became Tartarus incarnate. He was sent to court a bazillion times for murder, but was declared not guilty. His friends began to shun him, and he was expelled from school by Celestia herself. He never knew who that old mare was or why she did all this to him. But there was a lesson he could take with him for the rest of his life. If one day some unknown nice old lady comes to your door and asks for a glass of water, or anything else, send her to Tartarus.
Wow.
I am never helping an elderly pony again.
I never really liked old mares anyway. They always pinch my cheeks and give me really old candy. Blah.
Psh, that's nothing compared to what I heard. What's even scarier than Canterlot can definitely be found on the filthiest streets of Manhattan. This is the tale of the handsome stallion. One night, in the usually crowded streets of Manhattan, a lone unicorn mare walked down Bridal Way after the final show ended. All the ponies in attendance were already on their way home, except for the single mare. She was in attendance for the final showing of the Pony of the Opera, but she decided to stick around afterwards to meet one of the ponies. Specifically, the stallion who played the Phantom character. He enthralled her with his performance. So much so that she stuck around an hour after the show ended just to see him. She heard the backstage door open with a squeak. "This has to be him," she thought. "Every other actor left already. He's the only one left." The stallion pony peeked out of the door, checking to see if he was all alone there. He looked one way and saw nothing. He looked the other way and saw a cute unicorn mare. "Wait," he thought. "Cute unicorn mare? Hi, I am your biggest Ah!" the mare said before getting a glimpse at his face. It was uglier than any Timberwolf could ever hope to look. "Ah!" the stallion yelled as he shut himself back inside the building. Please, please leave. I do not wish to be seen." The unicorn mare quickly realized that the face she saw wasn't his actual face. She saw a price tag attached to it before he fled back inside. "Wait! I just wanted to tell you that I'm your biggest fan and I loved your performance in the show," she told him through the door. "Well, you said it. Now, please, go away," the stallion actor responded. "Why are you wearing that mask? That's not even the same mask that you wear in the Pony of the Opera." "I'm wearing this mask for you and every other mare's protection." "What?" she exclaimed. "My face. It is deadly to mares. It's too handsome," he explained. The mare scoffed before she started to giggle. "I'm sure you're incredibly handsome," she said with a blush. but you don't have to be embarrassed about showing me your face. I'm not embarrassed. I am being serious. Now, please, leave me be. I just want to go home. At this point, the unicorn mare started to get angry. No! She shouted. I want to see your face! I'm your biggest fan! At that moment, the Earth Pony stallion burst through the door and galloped in the opposite direction of the mare, full speed. She growled before illuminating her horn and teleporting. The stallion turned back to make sure that he got away from her. He didn't see her back there, so he decided to slow his pace to a trot and turned back in the direction that he was heading. Gotcha! The mare shouted after suddenly appearing in front of the actor. Ah! The stallion shouted as he jumped and fell to the ground on his back. The mare advanced onto him, using her magic to grab the mask and forcefully pull it off. Aha! The mare exclaimed triumphantly. Suddenly, her eyes widened in shock. She looked upon the stallion actor's face and was completely engrossed by what she saw. Oh, my Celestia! You're so handsome! She started to breathe heavily. Too handsome! Ah! She screamed at the top of her lungs as the fur and skin on her face started melting off her skull. The pain was too much for her to handle as she succumbed to the painful injury. The fresh corpse then fell on top of the stallion, who still lied on his back. Ah! He shrieked while pushing the mare's lifeless body off of himself. He took heavy breaths, trying to regain his composure after this episode. Fortunately, he was able to after a few moments. He got back up to his hooves and grabbed his mask. I tried to warn her, he said to himself, but she didn't listen. He sighed. They never listen. With that, he put his mask back on and continued his walk home, hoping that this never happens again. But he knows that it will happen again, and again, and again, till the day he dies.
Ugh, what is it with stallions and causing death tonight?
What more do you expect for Nightmare Night? My turn! Now this, my great-grandmother heard from her cousin's best friend's cancer, who heard it from a farmer's husband's cow's old neighbor.
Well, this one sure sounds like a simple and short one.
So, Nightmare Night, what a fight! Give us something sweet!
Who was it?
Some ponies wanting something they can't have.
Can I...
No! My candy corn.
Fine! No need to be rude about it. Jeez.
Sorry, I just really like my candy. Here, enjoy it while you can, because my story is gonna make you all sick to your stomachs. It's called Don't Drink from the Bubbler.
This sounds promising.
Once, there was a young filly who lived in Philadelphia. She was heading to her first day at her new school. Her mother brought her through the double doors before setting her free into this new place. As she walked closer in, her mother got farther and farther away, getting smaller in perspective. However, before she could disappear, she had one last final warning message for her filly. Don't drink from the bubbler! Fillies and colts turned their heads, thinking, what's a bubbler? Her mother had originated from Trottington, where they had no other word for water fountain. The day went on as she survived through all of her boring classes, even falling asleep a couple of times. Then, after lunch, her mouth, oh my! It was so very dry from the biscuits she had for lunch. Her head turned at an unnamed voice calling to her. Come hither, child. She edged closer. I can quench your thirst. The second grader got even closer after that. But how? The filly's raspy voice called. I did not bring a water bottle, even though I told my mom I did. Drink from the bubbler. It'll all be fine, the voice whispered calmly. Her throat was so very dry, and her mother's words collided with the water fountains, almost as if they were battling with one another. Before the unknowing filly knew it, she was standing in front of the thing her mother had warned her about for countless years.
Everything happened so slowly to her. The chatting of older fillies and colts got slower and quieter. Each hoofstep echoed in her ears as she got closer and closer. Then, as she pressed the button, the water began to flow like a river of freshness as she reached her muzzle up to drink the water. She watched as it poured into the drain in a spew of it. She slowly sucked the water like slurping a smoothie as her throat felt much better. Yes, the voice faded away as she looked around.
That wasn't so bad.
The filly came back to reality as she trotted back to the classroom. However, what she did not see was a small pile of green goop that was infested with other ponies' germs moving within the drain, mixed in with the water it reused. The young pony took a seat at her desk as the teacher babbled on. She sighed as she got a strange feeling in her stomach. It gurgled a little as her wings shot out in surprise. She raised her hoof. The teacher had called on her, but it was too late. The filly fell to the ground as she groaned. She felt as if her insides were exploding as the teacher called the nurse. However, the filly stood with her eyes dilated, looking pale. She sputtered out nonsense and began to slowly approach the students. They all freaked out. They were screaming and running falls everywhere. Then, black liquid started oozing out of her mouth. And now even the teacher was getting scared at this point. The black ooze soon took form of vines as the filly's mind was completely gone. As the rope engulfed each of the ponies, they all slowly emerged as the zombies their classmate had become. Soon enough, more than half the school was corrupted. They had to quarantine it. It could never be a functioning school again. Some say the school is where the Everfree Forest begins now. Others think it still dwells in Ponyville, underneath an unsuspecting home or business. The ponies nearby still hear echoes of, "Don't drink from the bubble!"
So that's why you're not supposed to drink from them.
Yeah, they are pretty gross. They reuse all the water and they don't replace it for weeks. All that spit and all of that old gum particles. Blech!
At my school, the other fillies and colts dropped half-eaten carrots and chips from lunch into the water fountain. Then, they all got broken up over the day and got into the water.
Ew!
Yeah, and then I see them drinking from it later that day. Do they know what they've gotten themselves into?
Apparently, turning into a zombie pony with vines coming out of their mouth.
That does sound like it would be pretty gross to watch. Blech!
No offense, but I do not think any of these stories seem to be all that scary so far. But I bet that mine will get you all terrified. You know, many ponies say that if you find yourself surrounded by 5 Timberwolves in the Everfree Forest, you'll never make it out alive. Just kidding, you will make it out alive, but your life will entirely change. They say the sorcery that goes on in the Everfree Forest is so powerful that it can affect the Timberwolves too. Then they'll have the power to do something wicked to you. Once I heard that a pony owner himself caught his hoof in a vine. Oh, and the night was nearly pitch black. He couldn't free his hoof. The vine wrapped around him so tightly that he struggled. Then 2 pairs of 4 bright eyes opened and targeted him. The pony decided to tug on the vine, but it still didn't snap. At least there are more, he said to himself, and began tugging again. Finally, the vine snapped, and he started to run. But since the sky was so dark, he began running in the wrong direction. Into the forest he ran, but bumped into something solid. He could feel the rough textured patterns across it. As he slowly trotted backwards, he tripped on something. A stick! 3 more pairs of eyes appeared in front of him, and he was surrounded by 5 Timberwolves. A loud cry erupted from the forest, but no pony could hear the screams of the night. When he came out the next day, no pony could tell that he had changed, until his appointment with the mayor came. That was when he started reacting. All these hallucinations came to the stallion like crazy, and he ran around the room, shouting undecipherable things. The mayor let him out for some air, but after a few minutes, the mayor came out to check on him, but he was gone. Has any pony seen my foal? A pony cried, tears streaming out of her big eyes. Some say that he killed himself, committed suicide. Others think that he's the cause of some ponies to disappear. Some say they've seen his ghost haunting. So never, ever go into the Everfree Forest alone. Even if you do know it's either there.
Wow, that one had some pretty dark themes. I'm surprised that came out of your mouth.
Yeah, you're like one of the most innocent ponies I know. But you can sure tell a scary story.
Well, I guess that leaves me with the final story of the night. Alright, gather round, every pony, as I tell you a tale that will haunt your dreams forever. A long time ago, in a forest deep and dark, there lived a mother and her 7 children. All of the children had a different colored hair flower in their manes, and they never took them off. However, the 6 older sisters loved to tease the youngest, the filly with the turquoise flower. Finally, one day, the filly hated her family so much for teasing her, and her mother not doing a thing about it. She slaughtered each one of them. Some she slit their throats, some she grinded alive. But no matter what she did, she always removed their heart, for she felt that if they couldn't love her, they didn't deserve a heart at all. Though the pony was still not satisfied with her actions, so she hung herself from a tree miles away from her house. When the police arrived at the house, all they found was the turquoise flower. Some say the filly lures multiple ponies into the woods, and the ghosts of her family finish the job in the same actions they were killed. And that's personally why I stay away from the woods, for it could be haunted by the filly with the turquoise flower.
Wow, the stories just kept getting creepier as the night went on.
What was that?
What? I didn't hear anything.
Then what is that noise coming from the forest?
Should we check it out?
Why, Sky? Scared?
No! I just do not want any fillies and colts to egg my house.
Come on then, I'll lead.
Alright then.
What was that? Could it be a phantom of a crazy murderous stallion?
Or maybe a filly with a turquoise flower in her mane.
I sure don't think that's the creepy old mare. Okay.
And it cannot possibly be a lonely, handsome stallion.
Or a zombie filly with a water fountain virus?
Why don't you look in the bush, Evernote?
It's not my house. Speedy can do it. Maybe the elf.
No! No. Ice Gaze can do it.
Me? Why me?
Well, you are a unicorn. If it lunges at you, you could kill it with magic.
And you are a deer, so stop being a coward.
You're the coward.
Bring it on.
Fight me.
Okay, this has gone on for long enough. I will go and see what it is.
It's just a bunny.
Phew. See? Nothing to worry about.
Okay, guys, I have got to leave now. Bye! Ugh. Ow.
My face won't melt. My face can't melt. Wow!
Okay. There is no old mare. There is no old...
Ice!
Ah! What was that? Okay, no battle phantom pony is gonna get me now. I have got sky power. Okay, I admit it. I don't have any superpowers. Ah!
Sky, it's me.
Phantom pony?
No, Speedy Tempo.
I'm not gonna protect you from the...
No. Look, let's stick together, alright? Hey, Sky?
Yes, Speedy?
Since when did you start growing vines in your garden?
I don't!
Ah! Please don't melt my face!
Just please don't ask me for a glass of water. Misty? Wait. There is no old mare, is there?
Nope. And that means there's no lonely and handsome stallion in my future. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, Violet would kill me.
I feel kind of silly now for freaking out.
Me too.
We shouldn't have let our imaginations get the best of us.
Yeah, I mean, think of the chances that an old mare would want to haunt you, or a stallion would melt my face. Now that I realize how stupid it is, I know that there's nothing to be afraid of.
Yeah, I'm just glad it's all over. Wait, guys! You have to face your fears!
Fear? But I don't have any fear.
Me either.
Yeah, what they said.
Guys, just look around and realize what you're so afraid of.
Put up a fight against what you fear!
A fight, eh? Hi-ya! Oh, oops. I guess that is one scarecrow less in Equestria.
I can't move, or the flower filling will get me.
Evernote, the flowers are spiders!
What? Hey, these are just some dead dandelions. They're not even turquoise.
Vines? Why did it have to be vines? Bet that dang filly who drank from the water fountain is here too. Yeah, the vines are coming from her little disgusting mouth that drank from the water fountain. Wait a minute. These are plastic.
Oh yeah, I forgot to show you my garden that I decorated.
One sec, guys.
Wow, my yard is a mess. Thanks for cracking my fence, Evernote.
You can thank yourself for needing a new scarecrow.
Yeah, and thank Misty for tracking mud around the yard.
Yeah, and don't forget to remind Speedy to face his fear of Elle.
That can wait until hearth warming. Oh.
Well, that wasted a good 15 to 20 minutes. Want to head to the festival in Ponyville?
Sure.
I can't believe Speedy ate all of that candy.
I can't believe it either. Ugh.
Hey, how about we score some candy for ourselves? I'm definitely ready to consume some sweet sugar.
Why, hello, everyone. The night is so cold it could be snowy. I need a little help with something. I have turquoise flowers and black vines to be planted within an hour in the everfree forest near my home. But I must warn you that timber wolves do roam. I also have a new mask to add to my collection. It is from the pony of the opera. To it I show great affection. I am also quite thirsty. I will take a glass of water from any pony.
Sorry.
No can do.
I have to go feed my, octopus?
Yeah, I have to go check on my little sister.
Yeah, and my little brother is probably wondering where I am.
Yeah. Bye!
They never listen.
Send her to Taurus!
Even if you do know it.
That is personally why I stay out of the woods.